Hello everyone, welcome to JS Info. In this video we are going to talk about Indian women's vs Australian women's ICC T20 World Cup semi-final review. Before I start this video I would like to make a request to all friends. If you are watching my channel without subscribe, please give your valuable support to my channel. It will give more energy as a creator. I can make more videos. Let's start the video. Australia have reached a seventh successive T20 World Cup final, but not without an almighty fight from India, who came 5 runs short in a thrilling semi-final in Cape Town. The margin of defeat is 4 runs smaller than it was at the Commonwealth Games final last year, but that will be little consolation for India, who came agonizingly close while chasing 173. They were clumsy in the field, conceded at least 15 runs through overthrows and misfields, and dropped 2 crucial catches, of Meg Lanning on 1 and Beth Mooney on 32, and were equally nervy between the wickets. 2 crucial run-outs dented their chase, including that of Harmanpreet Kaur, which led to India's slide. The India captain was ill on the eve of the match and briefly hospitalised with a fever, but fronted up to lead her side and almost took them home. After a poor start which left India on 28 for 3 in the 4th over, Harmanpreet shared in a 69-run fourth-wicket stand with Jemimah Rodrigues and then brought up her first 50 of the tournament. She had barely celebrated it when her bat got stuck in the ground while sliding it for a second run, and Alyssa Healy was quick to break the stumps, leaving India's middle and lower order to get 40 runs off the last 32 balls. Shafali Verma was responsible for the first misfield on a messy day for India, when she dived over the top of the Healy drive to allow what should have been a single turn into 2 in the 1st over. India let at least 2 more ones get doubled up on before they got their first wicket, when Healy charged against Radha Yadav and was stumped to give them some joy. Radha should have had another in her next over when Mooney lofted a drive to Shafali at long on. The ball came to her at waist height and should have been easily taken, but she let it slip through her hands and bounced over the boundary. Mooney went on to hit 3 more fours before trying to cut a shika punt, a ball that was too close to her body, and found Shafali again. She was stationed at pointer and made no mistake this time for the simple catch. She was clearly relieved and celebrated by banging the ball into the turf. Mooney was dismissed on 54. Which meant Shafali's miss cost India 22 runs. After Healy and Mooney's opening stand of 52, and Mooney and Lanning's 36-run stand off 27 balls, Ashley Gardner arrived to put the finishing touches on an innings that was well set up. She found her first boundary with a clip off Snarana in an over that cost 14 runs and then upped the ante for high-octane entry into the last 5 overs. Gardner slog swept Radha over mid-wicket, then lofted her between long off and cover, and then took back-to-back boundaries off Renuka Singh. She had plundered 28 runs off her first 14 balls and put Australia in a position to push for a total above 170. She was bowled by Deepti Sharma Yorker in the 18th over, and Australia still managed 30 runs in the last 2 overs to reach 172. India's chase started in the worst possible way when Shafali was given out LBW as she missed a flick-off Megan shot. She was hit above an ear roll and reviewed, with both height and the prospect of the ball missing leg stump on the cards, but was confirmed out on umpire's call. 5 balls later, a Gardner arm ball trapped Smriti Mandana in her crease as she tried to defend, and Australia reviewed on suspicion of pad first. They were right, and India had lost their openers. But the worst came in the over after that when Yastika Basha, included in the side after last playing in India's tournament opener, flicked Darcy Brown to Grace Harris at short mid-wicket and set off for a run even though Rodrigues didn't move. By the time Basha turned to get back, Harris' throw had already reached Healy, who had the time to run in and break the stumps. India were 28 for 3 in the 4th over. Rodrigues and Harmanpreet were not rattled by the early wickets and took charge of the innings for the next 6.4 overs. Harmanpreet showed few signs of being under the weather, and Rodrigues displayed the confidence she showed against Pakistan. Harmanpreet struck India's first 6 with a strong swing over long on, and Rodrigues turned it on with 2 gorgeous lofted off drives off Georgia Wareham. India were 93 for 3 after 10 overs, with the required run rate at 8 and over and the pair were going smoothly. Rodrigues started the second half of the innings with another classic drive and then tried to get cute against a brown short ball. She shaped up to ramp it over Healy's head but got a thin edge and was caught behind to leave her captain to complete the chase. Harmanpreet got to her 50 off 32 balls and took India to within 40 runs of victory before she was run out for the first time in nearly 5 years in T20s, and India's lower order couldn't take them over the line. Thank you so much. If you like my channel, please give your golden support to me, like, share and subscribe for more cricket updates. Be safe, be happy.